What's up, guys? Mickle here, and we just found out some brand new information regarding JP Morgan and XRP. Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about that as well as a massive black swan that could be brewing right around the corner. Guys, this is something we just learned about today, and it really does have the potential to bring down the entire financial system. We're going to talk about that and how XRP is the perfect solution to this issue, so make sure to stick around for that. Last of all, guys, Brad Garlinghouse just made a comment on Bill Hinman and the Ethereum free pass. We're going to talk about that because what Brad Garlinghouse tells us here is extremely significant and is something you are not going to want to miss. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my link for Uphold down in the description below. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, real quick, MooMoo just upped their holiday promotion, and you can now win 20 free stocks if you sign up with MooMoo using the link in the description of this video. Guys, you can also win a chance to win $60,000 in their holiday sweepstakes. Guys, MooMoo is an awesome trading platform. They have a great interface and they're regulated. So guys, do not miss out on this opportunity to get some free money, and go sign up with MooMoo now using the link in the description of this video. So guys, I want to start this video out and cover some very good news we just got from Stuart Alderoty. Stuart Alderoty is the general counsel of Ripple's legal team, so whenever he says something, I think it's very important we listen up. He tweeted out, "As we hit the beginning of the end with the SEC lawsuit, I couldn't have asked for a better team to be part of." Now guys, the reason this is such a big deal and the reason why I think we need to pay attention to this is because he said specifically, "as we hit the beginning of the end of the case with the SEC." Now, the reason this is so important is a lot of people have speculated that this case could get dragged out through different appeals until something crazy like 2025. Stuart Alderoty has now alluded to the fact multiple times that he does not think this is going to happen, and this is another great example that he thinks we are very close to an end of this case. This really lets me know that Stuart Alderoty thinks this case is going to settle, or it's going to be finished at summary judgment, and it's not going to go to trial. Stuart Alderoty probably knows more about this case than anyone else in the entire world, so the fact that he thinks we are close to the end is a very good sign, and guys, I am definitely welcoming the idea of this case almost being over. So guys, now I want to move on and cover something pretty ridiculous I saw just the other day. Michael Saylor was going on with his rants on some podcast, and in this rant, and I'm not going to play it for you guys because honestly, it will make you dumber, he said securities are man-made assets, commodities are created in nature. Guys, Michael Saylor goes on these different podcasts and rants about how great Bitcoin is, but he completely just makes stuff up. Nothing he says is based in facts, and this is a great example. I'm not sure if Michael Saylor actually believes that Bitcoin was made in nature, but it's so absurd for him to be calling Bitcoin a commodity and then saying commodities are only made in nature, because the fact of the matter is Bitcoin was made by people just like every other cryptocurrency out there. I'm not sure if Saylor is just playing dumb here or he actually doesn't know that, but it's extremely concerning and dishonest for him to keep pushing this narrative. Every single cryptocurrency out there was made by a person, even Bitcoin. So Saylor running around and just spreading these lies only hurts the market. If he actually believes what he's saying here, that is extremely concerning. One of my biggest issues with Saylor is he runs around acting like he's some cryptocurrency expert, but guys, he didn't buy Bitcoin until it was trading at $60,000 in 2021. He acts like he's some super smart guy, but he missed Bitcoin the entire time and then bought the top. And now he's running around trying to say Bitcoin is the best thing out there, everything else is garbage because it wasn't made naturally. Guys, this argument makes absolutely no sense, and the main reason I cover stuff like this is because I know people who are new to crypto will see stuff like this and get scared. They'll think Michael Saylor actually knows what he's talking about. Guys, this dude has no idea what he's talking about. Everything he says is either a lie, he's either manipulated, or the dumbest guy on earth. Bitcoin was made by a person, just like XRP. They all were. It has nothing to do with the status of whether or not it's a security. That's completely insane. If that really was the case, if I just started a random coin, disappeared, and put it on the market, that would make it a commodity? Guys, it makes absolutely no sense. It has no basis in law, and Saylor running around saying this only hurts the market. Do not listen to this guy. He is either paid off, dumb, or just talking his own book. Guys, now I want to move on and cover something very interesting, and that is that JP Morgan just teamed up with a Ripple partner, Open Exchange LLC, in the UAE. Now, the reason why this is so significant is because I have obviously never heard of this Open Exchange LLC. But guys, the reason this is so significant is because that really makes me think that the only reason JP Morgan teamed up to them was to have access to Ripple's payments. Guys, we know that JP Morgan at one point had 13 senior executives in Ripple's office. That is not something that happens to any company out there, especially in the payment space. Anything Ripple was doing, JP Morgan just wanted to copy, and guys, the fact that they're teaming up with different partners shows that they couldn't copy it. JP Morgan tried to create their own coin. That's not how it works. The whole reason Ripple is so special is because they use an open source public technology, XRP, for their payments. This is something JP Morgan can never do. But JP Morgan teaming up with someone like Open Exchange and giving them access to Ripple and payments using XRP is really the way I expect this market to capitulate. I expect these big players to eventually have to give in and start teaming up with companies like Ripple, because at the end of the day, they cannot copy Ripple's strategy. Ripple is in such a unique position, holding the amount of XRP they have and having the technology understanding to use an asset like XRP to create products like ODL, and I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more announcements just like this. For those of you guys who don't know, and I just think this is so important to understand, eventually I think every single major business in the entire world will be using XRP or a similar asset. And guys, this is something that has been in the making for a very long time. Take a look at this document that was released in the Ripple SEC case. Guys, this is from a 2013 meeting, literally a year after the company Ripple came into existence, and look at the departments they were meeting with: the Treasury, the Federal Reserve, the National Credit Union, the Federal Trade Commission, the Financial Crimes Commission, the SEC, the Office of Foreign Asset Control, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Guys, the list goes on and on. The CFTC, they're all on here. This was in 2013. This is not a meeting you get if you're some random startup. What I want to show you guys is Ripple is very, very ingrained in both our government and the traditional financial system. I think it's only a matter of time until we see a lot of these major organizations really start leveraging Ripple and XRP. And guys, I have a feeling the last brick to fall in terms of that is going to be regulations, which should come from the end of the Ripple SEC case. Now guys, two more quick things before we wrap this video up, and the last one is very important, so make sure you don't miss it. First of all, I thought this was pretty cool. Stephen Hubert actually brought this to my attention. A lot of people have speculated over the last couple of years, was Hinman a good guy in this whole thing? Was he just trying to help Ethereum, or was he actually a criminal who tried to give it a free pass? I think you guys know where I stand on that, but we never really had direct proof of where Ripple stood on that. Well guys, take a look at this. Stephen Hubert directly put out a tweet calling Bill Hinman a criminal, and guys, guess who liked the tweet? Brad Garlinghouse. Guys, I think this is a very good sign of showing us exactly where Ripple stands on this issue, but most importantly, it shows us that we have been right since day one. Guys, everyone in the XRP community was called conspiracy theorists. We were told we were just making all this up. Guys, it looks like this is exactly what happened. Ethereum got a free pass through the door via Bill Hinman, and they tried to slam it on XRP. Well guys, unfortunately for them, I think they're going to end up giving us clarity, more clarity than Ethereum ever had. And guys, we're actually going to get it the right way through the legal system, and the SEC won't be able to do anything about it. Well guys, I want to finish this video off and show you guys a black swan that could be right around the corner. This is absolutely huge, guys. This has to do with a very, very massive liquidity problem in our financial system, the exact problem that XRP can solve. Listen up to this. I would try to break it down myself, but this is very complex, and Coach JV does a much better job than me. Listen up to this.
So I'm personally still trying to wrap my head around the news yesterday. I know everybody is focused on FTX collapse, but there was news yesterday that I reported this right here. 80 trillion in FX swaps. So pension funds and non-bank financials have over 80 trillion of hidden off-balance debt in FX swaps. Now, to wrap your brain around that, 80 trillion, the Bank of International Settlements announced this yesterday. Wrap your brain around that. The global GDP is 91 trillion. This is people's pension funds, retirement, non-bank financials. There's 80 trillion in debt. They are leveraged. What I'm assuming happened, I'm not an expert in this, so people comment to educate us, is they over-leveraged themselves. We're doing foreign trades back and forth with currencies because a lot of these are non-US bank financials. Is when the dollar skyrocketed, they got trapped in their foreign currency because it devalued so quickly. So if there's 80 trillion in debt and the global GDP is 91 trillion, how does that work? Those are your pensions. So are they just going to print more money, or they have to raise interest rates in order to raise the value of their currency to get themselves out of these swaps? Guys, are you wrapping your head around this? Liquidity crisis. And I know this video will probably get taken down. Most of the videos I talk about this stuff get taken down. Why do they get taken down? You have to really think about that. All I'm sharing is information that we all have access to. So I hope this information reaches you well. FTX is billions. There's 80 trillion in hidden debt that the Bank of International Settlements just announced. People's pension funds and non-bank financials.
I think that's so important what he points out there. People make such a big deal about FTX. Guys, this is way bigger. $80 trillion. It's a liquidity problem. This is exactly what XRP can fix and exactly what it will fix in our future financial system. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.